Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A very different start to tonight's concert. I'm doing nothing tonight. I am just the compere. I have nothing to do tonight. That's not true, actually. I have quite a lot to do tonight. And we've got a lot to get through. We've got a lot to do. We've got some housekeeping to do. And we've got some very exciting things that need to be done. So, is everybody here? That's the most important thing. I'll tell you all about the change of idea for starting time later, maybe. But for various reasons, we decided that we would be starting at the usual time this evening. And we're just leaving it at that. Now, tonight is the final night of our little organ festival, May 2024. Our May Day festival started back on the 1st of May. And tonight is the final night. Tonight is finally the Gartshore Gang Superstar Competition 2024. Very exciting indeed. We have, ladies and gentlemen, no less than 18 submissions. 18. Now, it was going to be more. It was going to be even more than that, but sadly, a number of people have pulled out at the last minute, or over the last couple of days. In fact, one or two of them surprising. I'm not sure of the exact reasons they wanted to pull out, obviously for personal reasons. We're not going to force anyone to stay in. One person pulled out and said they weren't happy with the submission and they wouldn't have time to redo it. And I said, don't worry, I think it's wonderful. But nope, they were obviously a bit of a perfectionist and decided no, they didn't want to take part under those circumstances, which I think is a shame because I think it was a good performance. I think it was a wonderful performance, in fact, but it's not up to me. It's not up to me. I'm merely the host this evening and you are the performers. The 18 people performing this evening. So it's going to be very, very good fun. We've got a very eclectic mix. Now, the order of events this evening is chronological, okay? I thought, I deliberated, I wondered, I pondered, I worried. I thought about how we were going to do the order of events, and then I thought, no, we're going to do the order of submission. So, the first person to submit his organ playing right at the beginning was a young chap from the United States, so he's going first. All the way through to the last person who submitted, and that was, I knew about it. I knew it was coming late for whatever reasons, but that was a late submission, but I knew it was coming late for technical reasons because they contacted me and told me, so that was fine. So, like I say, we're going from the very beginning, chronologically, right through to the end. So, the first submission came in at the end of April. And the last submission made it in this afternoon, just on time, literally just on time. Now, I have collated all the performances, all the video performances into one video file. That's why you see this keyboard and trackpad in front of me here. I have everything set up on the iMac, which is there, over there, and I'm playing it all from there, with the exception of one submission. One submission I'm having to play from here, from the laptop, because for some very bizarre reason, and I have no idea why this is the case, the guy who sent it to me, he sent me a link to his Google Drive where I could download the file. Yeah? Now, obviously when you get that, you get a link to a file on a Google Drive. So I pressed play to see what this was all about. And I could hear this wonderful performance, these wonderful sounds, this brilliant, majestic organ sound playing. And I thought, that's good, let's go with that. And then I clicked the download button, put it in my folder for all the rest of things, and then discovered when I put the file together, no audio came with the download. And I tried various things. I tried downloading it again, I tried downloading it differently, I tried all sorts of different things. It still didn't work, no audio with the download. The download was about 90 megabytes, which obviously is not a video with audio. So I contacted the guy again. Sadly, I haven't heard back. It was a bit late when I contacted him. So I'm going to play it directly from his Google Drive from this laptop. So this laptop is also linked up. In fact, I can actually show you that. Check this out. I can Can I do that? Oh, I don't have it on, damn it. Anyway, I've got this laptop lined up, I've got the iMac lined up, and various other things. Now, how does this evening work? Well, I said we've got some housekeeping to do, so pay attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Pay attention. I'm about to share something with you in the chat. Boom. This is a file for you all to go and download. I think you should all go and do this for the simple reason this is an amazing bit of housekeeping. All right, this is a document, a PDF document that was actually put together by the Platz. It was actually Kristin Platz that put this together, and thank you very, very much for that, for doing that, Kristin. This is absolutely wonderful. Like I say, there are 18 people performing, or 18 submissions. No, 18 submissions this evening. Okay, now, when it comes to the very end, we will start the voting process. Voting is anonymous. I found a way. Again, it's external, unfortunately. Pay attention, people. Stop writing in the chat. Pay attention. This is important. When it comes to voting at the end, you will get another link. Okay? That link will take you to an external, it calls itself a questionnaire, but it's not a questionnaire. What it is, and I can show you this. Let me show you this on the screen, actually. I think I can pop this up. Yes, here we are. I can pop this up here. Okay? This is something called easy feedback. This is rather wonderful, okay? And what it does, let me just quickly pop you over to the other screen and you can see. So here's my laptop screen, okay? Gartshore Gang Superstar 2024. Let's vote for our favorite performer. So now you can see here, I'm just going to scroll through it quickly so that you don't see exactly what's going on there. But you see a whole lot of things and you see stars, many, many, many stars. And the way it works is very, very simple. This is genius, and it's not my idea. I found this within this tool here. It's absolutely wonderful. Everybody votes for every performer. You give every performer marks out of 10, basically. All right? You are the jury. I'm not doing this. I am completely out of it. I will show you when we are about to start voting that no votes have taken place. All right? It's completely clean. Nothing has taken place. You will go and click on this feedback form, and it's automated. It's completely automated. So you click on it and it says, hello, let's get started. And then the first performer will pop up and you give that first performer your marks out of 10 stars. So you can go from 1 star all the way to 10 stars, whatever you feel you want to give them. When you've done that, you immediately move on to the second one. It's all automatic. And then you give the second one your marks out of 10 and so on and so on and so on, all the way through to performer number 18. Now, this is the clever bit. Let me just double check. This is the clever bit. Yes. Here we go. This is very important. I've done this. This is so clever. Only one participation is permitted per computer, per person. Okay. So it's cookie locked. Okay. And we're also going to time lock it as well, all right? So you can't go and find 100 different devices and all vote for yourself on 100 different devices. You won't have time to do that, okay? We're doing it fair. Everybody gets one chance at every performer, and you all go through and you mark up things, and then I get an evaluation at the end of this, okay? Very simple. I get an evaluation at the end, and the person with the most stars, with the highest average, is the winner. Simple as that. The winner of this beautiful Gartshore Gang Superstar 2024 trophy and extras. There will be sweeties, chockies, there will be a voucher to the tune of 150 whatever units of currency you have, and so on and so on. There will be all sorts of prizes connected with that. Then we have the silver and the bronze medals as well for the second and third places respectively, and so on and so on. Now, as far as I'm concerned, everyone is a winner because all the things here, like I say, it's a wonderful eclectic mix, and it's going to be good fun. It's going to be really, really good fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's very, very simple. Check that out, drivegoogle.com. Go and get that PDF, print it out if you can, or at least have it on a separate device so that you can make notices on it or whatever, okay? Want to make notices on it. And then, when all 18 performances are through, the performances will take roughly 1.5 hours altogether, okay? That's the time. As soon as that's all finished, we will start the voting process. You will get another link. You will click on that link that will take you to the questionnaire and you will go through the voting process. We will time limit that. It will not be open for ages. We will time limit it to about 20 minutes. Okay, that's more than long enough for you to go through and rate your performances. And then I will close the survey. That's very important. I will close the survey and then no one can re-vote, no one can change their mind, that kind of thing. And then we're ready to go. Now, does that make sense? Let's have some thumbs up so that you know if that makes sense. Those are the rules. Do you want me to do it? Does anyone want me to do that in German for them? I'm not offering any other languages. Very simple. Let's have some thumbs up if you understand that. Joe Humans, I use several devices. I understand the reasons. I vote for the outcome. Splendid. That's up to you. Okay, we're getting some thumbs up here. People are understanding. Robert, I'm changing my mind right now. Good, good, good. Oh, there's some exciting names here that we don't know. Okay, wonderful, good. You keep coming with the old things there. Splendid. Tamino Rudolph is also here. Charles Rearden says, woo. Green Frog understood. Right, yes, everyone's understanding. That's good. That's the important thing. Splendid. By the way, František and Marketa, did you get my email? I sent you another email. You have until later to provide me with some information. You know what to do, unless you already have. No, you haven't. Go and check your email, both of you. I have some very interesting things to do. Right, okay, everyone's got it. Mike King says no. Okay, Mike, auf Deutsch, ganz schnell. Auf Deutsch, ganz schnell. Ich habe gerade einen Link zu einem Google-Dokument da gepostet, oben in den gepinnten Nachrichten. Da kannst du ein Formular herunterladen und selber ausfüllen. Das ist nur als Erinnerungshilfe für dich. Wir haben 18 Leute. Okay, das dauert ungefähr 1,5 Stunden und natürlich am Ende hast du natürlich vergessen, was der Erste gespielt hat und wie gut das Erste war, bla bla bla. Das sollst du dann natürlich Notizen machen. Fandest du den Ersten ganz gut, bla bla bla, weil am Ende stimmst du für alle ab. Du kannst zwischen 1 Stern und 10 Sterne, hier 1 Stern und 10 Sterne geben für jeden Performer. Ganz wichtig, okay? Du kannst nicht nur deinen Favorit auswählen, du musst für alle abstimmen. Ganz wichtig, okay? Und du kannst 1 Stern geben, du kannst 10 Sterne geben, du kannst beim zweiten 1 Stern geben, beim dritten 1 oder 10 Sterne. Du kannst überall, du kannst jedem 10 Sterne geben, wenn du willst. Würde ich nicht empfehlen, aber du weißt, was ich meine, okay? Das machen wir so am Anfang. Erst am Ende gibt es den Link zu dieser Umfrage, wo wir wählen können. Das gibt es erst am Ende und das wird ungefähr 20 Minuten offen sein, damit keiner schummeln kann und es wird offiziell dann abgeschlossen, damit keiner wieder was ändern kann. Verstanden? Und ich werde das alles öffentlich machen. Bevor wir anfangen mit der Wählerei, zeige ich, dass es noch gar keine Stimme gab. Das ist alles auf 0 und dann am Ende zeige ich, wie viele Stimmen wir alle bekommen haben und wer die ersten 3 Plätze gewonnen hat. Alles klar? So, there you are. That was it all in German. I hope that made sense to those of you who want to speak German. And Mike, did you understand that now? Mike, alles verstanden? Good. Here we go. We're about to start, ladies and gentlemen. So, I've got a little, I was going to say a little list. It's several sheets of paper, double-sided. I asked everybody who took part to send me a little bit of blurb about themselves, some kind of biographical evidence about themselves. So I've printed that off, and I'm going to shorten everything, of course, but these are just my little sort of notes so that we know who's going to be here. And I'm not going to tell you what they're going to play because either they do that or it's blatantly obvious. So we're going to leave it at that. Splendid. Right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, are we ready? Thumbs up if we're ready. I'm ready. Are you ready? Ooh, I'm going to get myself more comfortable here. I've got some headphones so that I can hear what's going on. And yes. Here we go. Thumbs up if we're ready. William is ready. Jeff is ready. Alexander's ready. Jerry's ready. Cam's ready. Green Fog's ready. Green Frog, not frog. Fog. Stephie's ready. Jerry's still ready. Oh no, he's saying hi to someone. Stop saying hello. We've got time to... Come on, we've got to pay attention now. This is important. Got to be paying attention. Right, lots of thumbs up. Okay, lots of thumbs up. Splendid. Right, I'm going to assume that everybody is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first Gartshore Gang Superstar Competition. It just happens to be 2024. This incredibly, beautifully garish prize is up for grabs this evening, as are actual physical metal silver and bronze medals. Yes, nothing cheap here. All the real stuff. We're ready to go. And a while ago, I asked for your submissions, and 18 people have made it into the final. Now, originally the plan was to reduce that to 10, but I was so amazed by the quality and variety of the submissions that it wouldn't have been fair for me to make some kind of pre-choice and then show what I thought were the 10 best. No, that's not fair. So we're having everything. Now, we would have had well over 20, but a number of people have pulled out for personal reasons, for musical reasons, for whatever reasons, I don't know, which I think is a shame. But that's life. We can't force people to do anything. I think that's you know, everyone has their right to do what they want. So it's going to be fun. We are starting, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, if you didn't catch this at the beginning, the order of events this evening is purely chronological, from the first submission I received a few weeks ago right down to the one I received this afternoon, which I knew was coming late, but that's fine. So that's that. Right, now, have I got all my technical stuff here ready? Yes, I think I do. It looks good. Okay, first up this evening, ladies and gentlemen, is a young chap from the United States of America. He's from Ogden, Utah. Yes, yes, yes. Now, he's a young guy, he's a very talented musician. He does not just play the organ, he plays all kinds of instruments, and he's about to disappear on tour around Europe to do just that, be a musician. His name is Charles Rearden. Now, we've seen Charles Rearden before in the chat. I have promoted Charles Rearden before because he is a bit of a fan of some of my music as well. Obviously, the guy has amazing taste. But he's a wonderful performer, and he also apparently plays the trombone, as do I, funnily enough. Now, he's going to be traveling Europe with, let me see, with a bunch of musicians from the East Coast area, from the United States. And they're touring lots of sort of World War II places. So they're going to France, they're going to Belgium, they're going to Luxembourg, they're going to the Netherlands, and they're coming to Germany as well. And actually, Charles and I are hoping to meet up in July. I'm going to have to sort of move a few things around to try to make this work. He's going to be very, very close to here. He's going to be in Koblenz, which is just like 15 minutes away from here. He's going to be in Koblenz for a couple of days. He's even playing a concert there, which I'm going to try to get to if I can. And yeah, so we're going to try and get together and maybe have some fun at an organ together somewhere. So that'd be good fun. So Charles is our opening act this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Charles is going to be playing his own arrangement of a very famous piece of music, but I'm going to hand you over to Charles, who's going to tell you all about it himself. Here we go. Number 1.
Hello, my name is Charles Rearden, and I will be performing my arrangement of John Philip Sousa's The Liberty Bell March for the 2024 Gartshore Gang International Music Festival Competition Grand Finale. I hope you enjoy.
Ooh, exciting start to the concert. Isn't that great fun? Charles Rearden with his Liberty Bell March, complete with 4-note pedal chords, complete with patent shoes, complete with tubas, imperial trumpets, bells, whistles, the lot. Is there any other way to start a concert like that? I don't think there is. I think that's definitely the best way to start. So, there you are. Charles is setting the standard, shall we say, for this evening's performances. Definitely something that I would play myself. Something else I would play myself is number 2 on the list this evening. Now we're moving from the United States of America and we're heading right around the globe to Australia and heading to our friend cameratim.com, otherwise Tim. And Tim has sent me something very, very, very cool indeed. Tim plays the organ, he plays the piano, he probably plays all sorts of other instruments. Tim is, I think he's a couple of years older than me. And I can hear myself echoing in there, I don't want to do that. But Tim does something rather wonderful. He plays in a live radio show on a regular basis. It's been going every Monday night for over 25 years now. It's called the Hillbilly Hoot. That sounds good, doesn't it? The Hillbilly Hoot. It's a live radio show which takes place on an all-volunteer, self-funded community radio station called 3D Radio. There you are. It's been going on, like I said, for over 25 years, and they only had to stop doing it live during you-know-what, a couple of years ago, but they still recorded stuff and sent them into the station so that the program could at least keep going. So it's been going all the time. Now, the wonderful thing about this is it's sort of an amateur get-together night that's then broadcast on radio. I think that's a wonderful idea. There's not enough of that going on in the world generally. Occasionally, some professionals turn up. Some regular groups form as a result of these, basically jam sessions, I suppose, that are then broadcast live on radio. That's kind of cool. So you get people turning up playing all sorts of instruments, and they sort of form spontaneous groups and spontaneous arrangements and spontaneous things, and off they go and do their things. So, ladies and gentlemen, Tim, who was performing at one of these events recently. Now, you will see Tim wearing a mask on stage in a moment. He's the one at the piano, by the way. He's playing the piano. And Tim is wearing a mask. Now, he's not wearing a mask for viral reasons. He's wearing a mask because it's allergy season, and he suffers terribly from allergies at this time of year, hay fever and pollen and all the rest of that. So you will see him sitting there wearing a mask, but it is our Tim, and the poor guy is suffering terribly from hay fever. Now, I know what that feels like because my Vanessa is at the moment also suffering terribly from hay fever, and when we go out some places she actually wears a mask as well, which really does help. So Tim, you're not the only one. Anyway, here it is. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Tim and his band of merry maids and merry mates, with so AID and ATE, maids and mates, and they are performing a wonderful old jazz ballad. See what you think of this.
Just push me out. Yay, twisted fingers. And stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me. While I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. whatever they be. Dream a little dream of me. And I think that's DC. Worries behind you, but in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Dream a little dream of me. Dream a little dream of me.
Well done, that was great.
Applause, 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 applause. Wasn't that brilliant? Wasn't that brilliant? Tim with his band. Tim with his band of what do you call yourselves? Do we have a name? Tim, did you give me a name of the band? I thought that was absolutely bloody wonderful. I'm not allowed to say that. I've got to be completely impartial, don't I? Sorry, yes. Did you give yourself a name? Wonderful stuff. Great singer. I love the singer has one of those voices that you could just listen to all night. And then your man on harmonica, a chromatic harmonica, please. Thank you very much. Yes, touch of the Larry Adlers going on there. And Tim holding it all together on the piano. But the guy on drums, not doing much, but oh my goodness, was he good, doing what he knew what he was doing. And the guy on bass, the bass he was really good. In fact, they were all very good, weren't they? Hands, yes, hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Clap, clap, clap for Tim and his merry band. I thought that was really, really, really good fun. I really did. So there you are, something completely different, you see. So we've had organ arrangements already. Now we've had a band, a real nice swingy jazz band. What could be more different? I know. Let's head back to the United States of America, but rather than the East Coast, let's head all the way over to the West Coast, to Northern California, to Mendocino, if you want to do the Italian pronunciation, Mendocino, and we're going to go and visit our friend Matt Leech. Now, Matt has been part of the Gartshore Gang for a very long time. Matt has been with us pretty much from the very, very beginning. And Matt, now we know quite a bit about Matt actually. Matt is himself an organist, we know that. He is also a bell ringer, I didn't know that. And he's given me a bit of a sort of biography here. So this is Matt Leech. Now you're about to hear 2 pieces of music by Matt Leech. Some people have sent in 2 pieces of music, all right? The stipulation was a maximum of 7 minutes, all right? And if you want to squeeze 100 pieces into 7 minutes, that's up to you, but 7 minutes was the maximum. So Matt has sent in 2 short pieces and still didn't cover the 7 minutes. So in case you're wondering why he gets to have 2, but those were the rules. Let me tell you about Matt first of all. He has been playing many instruments and singing all his life. Now we don't know how old he is, he didn't tell me, but I'm guessing he's slightly older than me and not quite as old as giant turtles. Anyway, so his dear Grandpa Herman. Now, this is something that none of us ever knew. I think this is wonderful. Listen carefully. His Grandpa Herman had a huge 1920s Wurlitzer theatre organ in his living room that he played when he was 5 years old. Not many people can have that claim to fame. So, Grandad was a Swiss-German inventor with a very creative, curious and adventurous mind. When he first got the organ, he hooked it up to 2 very powerful amplifiers with 2 gigantic speakers, turned the volume up to 11 and hit the lowest bass pedal and blew out every window in their large 2-story house plus a few of the neighbors' windows as well. Oops. Fortunately, my dear Grandma Violet, isn't that a wonderful name? Grandpa Herman and Grandma Violet. That shows you how old Matt must be. A very polite and proper English lady, always tolerated my grandpa's various childlike shenanigans with a healthy sense of British humour. What do you mean, Matt? And so she came into the living room and just said in her soft, sweet English voice, "Oh, dearest darling Herman, what have you done now? And by the way, tea's ready." Good times. So, what does Matt tell us about himself? He is now the organist at the Mendocino Presbyterian Church on the northern coast of California. And in this short video that we're about to hear, first of all, I said we've already had an organ, we've had a swing band, and now we're going to have something completely different. We're going to have, first of all, a tin whistle. And this is Matt improvising a meditation on a tin whistle. Oh, amazing. And then we're going to see Matt together with his colleague and fellow organist Marie Claire. What a wonderful name. And they are playing a lovely old Scottish tune together. Its title is Harvest Home, and I think you might recognize it because it's one of my favorite old Scottish tunes. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is Matt Leech's submissions, or these are, sorry, Matt Leech's submissions, initially on his own and then together with his friend and colleague Marie Claire. Get ready for this. I love Matt's signals. Right, we're stopping now. Get the foot in the air. Isn't that wonderful? Wonderful, wonderful. I love it when sort of music like that, it's arranged, but it's still spontaneous. I think that's the whole, tonight is a great sort of, it's not just an eclectic mix of fun that we're sort of having a bit of fun with here, but it's just great to see all the different kinds of music that people in the Gartshore Gang are creating. You know, we know some of these names from the chat. We've seen these people around before. And, you know, but we don't know what they do, really. We don't really know what they're up to. I think it's absolutely wonderful. So, yeah, so well done, Matt Leech. That was good fun, definitely good fun. Matt also sent me some pictures. Now, I'll save them for a future episode. We'll maybe have a chat to some of the Gartshore Gang members over the next few months. And get to know them a bit better, because there are so many amazing characters out there. It really is good. Really is wonderful. Okay, that was Matt. So now we're going to get back to the organ world again. Okay, we're going to get back to the organs, and this time we're going to be very close to here, actually. Well, I say very close. We're about an hour and a half away from here. But the performer is actually one of our Dutch friends. The performer is our Dutch friend Don Prince. Now, Don Prince, his real name is AJ. I know what his real name is. He calls himself AJ. Okay, those are his initials. But we know him as Don Prince. He's in his 30s, and in his real life, he works in the crisis management department. What on earth is that crisis management? That sounds rather exciting. His special expertise is in the maritime world, cyber and ICT, whatever that is, floods, security, and various other fields. Oh my goodness. In his spare time, he goes sailing, so there's his maritime things, wrenching on engines, so he shares that with me, playing with cars and boats. Cars and boats. People with cars and boats. Okay, fair enough. He designs his own appliances. Now, I'm not sure what that means. Maybe we shouldn't ask too much about that. And playing organ is his hobby. He has mainly taught himself over the years. He finds it hard reading sheet music, though he can. Okay. His best way to learn is playing along to other recordings, and that's interesting because when you see Don playing in a moment, you'll see he's playing the organ, and then suddenly he's got headphones on and he's still playing along the organ, and you can see something on the iPad in front of him. He's actually playing along to a recording. It's really interesting. Anyway, he's playing along to recordings. It's really rather exciting. So, hold on. The best way to learn is playing along to other recordings, which he enjoys doing a lot, as we are about to see. He has a complete recording setup which specifically allows him to do this on real organs. Like I say, he's got an iPad in front of him, he's got his headphones, various mixers, microphones, God knows what. So he's got the recordings in his ear, but he's got the live organ around him, and he mixes all that together so he can hear it all through the headphones. It sounds incredibly complicated and very sophisticated, but it obviously works for him. Okay, so there we are. And anytime he goes to visit an organ, he takes all this paraphernalia with him, sets it up, and has fun with that. He mostly plays along to recordings of mass congregational singing with second voice or even four voices. Now, I know he belongs to one of those Dutch religious, huge religious communities, so I'm guessing he's talking about something there. Now, he's going to introduce himself a little bit, and then we're going to see him at one of the world's largest organs. It's not far from here, and it's on the list of organs to go and visit. Actually, talking about organs to go and visit, the whole point, ladies and gentlemen, of this, hello, why is my laptop not doing anything? It's not reacting. Why is it not reacting? Come on, react, you swine thing. My laptop is not reacting. That's not a good sign. Because I'm on full screen, that's why. Get off full screen, you naughty thing. There we are. Yes, the whole point of this festival is to raise some funds once again. Now, the Gartshore Gang used to be out and about. That's Vanessa and me. We used to be out and about recording organs around the world and doing all sorts of exciting things. And sadly, thanks to, again, that little Chinese virus that stopped live radio performances in Australia, it also stopped us running around Germany and other places. Hold on, let me just quickly type this. I can't type and talk at the same time. I can't even type without speaking, for heaven's sake. Bad angle to type at. And click and boom, there we go. Is that right? Oh, damn it, that's not right. What did I do there? I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Can you hear my little baby downstairs making noises? She's full of beans. Let's copy that. Right, let's try that again. There we are, that's better. There we go. There we are. Let's get the Gartshores back on the road again. So we've been doing some fundraising this past few days, and it's been going relatively well. Thank you very much to everyone who has contributed so far. And the plan is that we're going to be getting back out on the road again to record organs. This time, however, doing it in a more concentrated way, spending 3 or 4 days at a time away. Obviously, Vanessa's with me, the little one is with me as well. I can't sort of gallivant off for an entire day, record an organ and come home. I can't leave Vanessa all on her own with the little one all the days. Those are very old-fashioned times. We don't do that anymore. So we're going to make sort of little tours of it, sort of head off to a corner of the country or a corner of the world and record several organs at once. And of course, the plan will also be to to record samples of some of these instruments we're visiting as well, with the goal to create the occasional sample set along the way as well. Creating sample sets would also help us create a little more revenue, which would then help us in the future do more tours, which would help us record more organs, sample more organs, create more samples. It's a wonderful cycle of deliciousness, and the future is rosy. That's the whole plan. So there you are. There you are, that's what this is all about. Now, back to Don Prince. Sorry for that little advertising campaign there. Back to Don Prince. Don is playing one of the largest organs in the world. Yes, it's here in Germany, just about an hour and a half away from here. Up in the northwest, sort of northwest of Düsseldorf. Yeah, it's about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours away from here. And it's a little place called Kevelaar. Or Kevelaar is the way it's spelled, but Kevelaar is the way you pronounce it. And Kevelaar is very famous. It's a sort of, I can't remember the word now. Damn it, I can't speak English anymore. It's a church. It's a pilgrimage church. That's the one. It's a church that lots of pilgrimages end up visiting. It's a huge church, and now, of course, thanks to pilgrimages and the money they bring in, they've managed to keep enlarging and enlarging the organ, and they've got this most amazing instrument there now. And recently, not that long ago, only a few weeks ago, Don Prince got the chance with a group of friends to visit the organ in Kevelaar, and we are about to hear what Don was able to do. He's going to tell us about it himself, but let the music speak. Don Prince in Kevelaar.
Hi everyone, AJ here. That's how people know me internationally, because my Dutch name is quite hard to pronounce. So they call me AJ or Mr. Prince. But you all know me as Don Prince. Its main performance, I travelled with 2 friends to Kevelaar, to the Maria Basilique, and played on one of the most beautiful and definitely high up the list of the biggest organs in the world. And I will play my own rendition of Hours and Days and Years and Ages, with a little wink to Martin Mans. I hope you all enjoy, and I hope to enjoy your performances tonight as well. Bye bye!
Ooh, isn't that a big sound? Isn't that a huge sound? The organ, someone was asking about the size of the organ. It's got 134 stops, which means at least 160, 170 ranks. So 134 stops. And I have an invitation to go there to record the organ, which I will be doing hopefully very soon. Very soon. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about. Yeah, this kind of thing we're talking about. Get the Gartshores back on the road so we can record these organs again live. And Kevelaar is not that far away, but Kevelaar is very close to Goch. And Goch is a place that we have a sample set from, the Piotr Grabowski organ from Goch. So that would be the kind of thing. Go to Kevelaar, spend the night, and then record Goch the next night, and then come home. Haha, see what we're doing? Very exciting. Wonderful stuff. And an amazing sound from an organ. Now think about this. Don only had those few minutes at the organ. That's it, yeah? There was a group of people who were there. They were all playing together. You saw that. They were all sort of running around behind him, pulling and pushing stops and sort of, I don't know if were they assisting or were they just trying things out? I don't know. But I think they did a good job. They were adding the right stops in the right order, which is definitely rather good. And this is the thing, you go and visit an organ like that, you don't know it, so all you can do is play around, and play that kind of improvisatory stuff so that you can get sort of a feel for the thing. So, there you are. That was Don getting a feel for the organ in Kevelaar, a wonderful instrument, and well done to you for getting to grips with it so quickly. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving swiftly from that part of Germany to a town very, very close to me here. However, the name of the person involved here, you know the person in the chat with a Chinese name. I call him Xing Shang Zhong because I have no idea how you're supposed to pronounce it properly. But he's going to tell us. He actually has a Chinese name. Now I know the guy. I know his real name. I know his family, and he lives very close to here, very, very close. He comes to visit me in Herschbach sometimes. He comes to visit me when I'm performing with the choir in Marienhausen as well. When Aaron and Jerry were over in January, he came to see us at church as well, and we all they got to meet him as well. And his Chinese name is Zheng Hua, okay? And he's going to tell us about that. Now, this name was given to him while he was actually in China, as far as I remember, or it was a friend from Shanghai. There was a connection here. Now, this young chap, he's in his 30s. He lives very close to here, and he is an exceptionally musical person. He builds his own musical instruments. He can play. I don't know how many instruments he can play. Maybe he can tell us in the chat. How many instruments can you actually play? TM, those are your initials. How many instruments can you actually play? Now, in the performance we're about to see and hear from our friend Zheng Hua, he is playing several instruments at once. Not simultaneously, he's of course multi-tracked them together, but he's showing us how he did it. Now, I asked him to provide a little bit of sort of background information about this musicality, and he wrote to me a nice message telling me about this. Now, before he can even remember this, when he was just a very, very young guy, a baby basically, his mum remembers that he was able, before he could even talk, he could repeat melodies. So if his mum or an instrument would perform a melodic line, he would perform it back. He had an amazing musical ear from the very, very beginning. Wonderful singing voice. He started to teach himself to play melodies on the piano. In 2010, however, so let's think about it, 2010, he was around about 20-ish, I'm guessing, maybe in his 20s already. Yeah, he would have been in his 20s already. He started taking proper piano lessons to get his technique up to date, because when he was a kid he didn't learn anything like, you know, sort of fingering and how to do things properly. He just taught himself how to do it completely. So then he decided, no, I want to do this properly, and took formal lessons. Well done. And it definitely helped him to, you know, further his technique, get a much better technique. And now, of course, he's adding instruments all the time. Now, earlier on this evening we heard some tin whistle. Well, he plays the tin whistle as well. But tonight we're not going to hear a tin whistle, ladies and gentlemen. No, we are going to hear, true to his Chinese name, we are going to hear a piece of Chinese music. We are going to hear a Chinese composition. Actually, I think it's also a little bit of a sort of an improvisation that Shing Haa is performing for us here. I think some of it is definitely his own arrangement. And he's playing, like I say, several instruments at once, but the main instrument we're going to hear tonight is the beautiful, beautiful Chinese flute. It's international. It's not only international, it's culturally international. Over to our friend Shing Haa.
Hello everyone, this is Shing Haa. I have been playing the xiao, which is this kind of Chinese bamboo flute, for a couple of months now. And today I will play for you Han Shan Seng Zong, which translates as Monk Stray on a Cold Mountain. The piece was written by TRWI. Enjoy.
What a beautiful performance. Not just instrumentally beautiful performance, but I don't know, it was conjuring up images. Even Robert Warner, who is one of our most sarcastic members, and I mean that in the most beautiful possible way, Robert, conjured up images of Kung Fu, he said. I take it you mean the film or the TV series. But yeah, just when you have the right instruments, when you have the right feeling for that kind of music, then suddenly those performances, they just sort of take shape, don't they? A long time ago, in a galaxy far away, that was yesterday, sorry. A long time ago, when I moved to this part of Germany, I lived in a flat in the town Montabaur, which is where Shing Haa lives as well. I lived in a flat there, and my landlord and neighbour was a wonderfully eccentric guy. His name was George Bush. His nickname was, of course, Mr. President, but anyway, his nickname was George Bush. And he introduced me to a Chinese traditional medicine man, a Chinese traditional doctor, who also played the Chinese flute and the Chinese violin. And occasionally we got together in the church in Montabaur, in the big church there, and I played the organ, he played his Chinese instruments, and we played a couple of things together, and it was very, very different, but very satisfying. Very satisfying. So maybe at some point, very soon, Shing Haa, we should get together and perform something together. I think the gang would like that. Thumbs up if you would like the two of us to get together and perform something. Chinese instruments plus organ. Sound like a good plan? Thumbs up if you think you like that. Razbaz likes it. Brooks likes it. Splendid. Yes, right. Yellowbird, I need to trim back the top. No, there will be no trimming of anything. You could have supplied a submission and then you'd have gotten in too. Right, now it's another Gartshore Gang original founder member coming. Next, we are moving straight south from here. We are moving down to Zurich, ladies and gentlemen. Zurich, the beautiful Swiss city. Mountains, lakes, rivers, bridges, huge costs. Zurich is a beautiful place, and it is also currently the home to a guy called Razbaz. Razbaz is, of course, our friend Marco. And Marco is originally from Saarbrücken, or roughly roundabout Saarbrücken, which is in the sort of the German border to France, way over in the west, a bit further south from here. But he's from that part. And when he was growing up, he was always surrounded by these French influences, including, of course, French music. And he got to love le belle chanson and all that kind of beau chanson. He got to love all these wonderful chansons and all these wonderful ideas. He learnt to play the piano when he was a young guy. He taught himself to play blues and jazz. He even played piano in a big band for a while. These are all the things he told me. And for a few years, he was in a big band. I got that. A few years ago, he moved to Switzerland, and he is, get this, he is a laser engineer. You know when you get your eyes lasered, all that kind of stuff. Chances are Marco designed that. That's the kind of thing he does. Very, very interesting kind of stuff. And his music has always been his relaxation. Now, tonight, Marco is going to perform for us his own composition, his own arrangement. This is something he did specially for us, especially for tonight. He recorded it, he composed it, sent it to me. He's called it A Song for You, and here's Marco. Beautiful. I think, let me just quickly look through my list. I think that's the only, that's the only actual original composition this evening. Well done, Marco. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Joey, it's so good. Joe even thinks it sounds like Gershwin. There you are. That is possibly one of the best compliments anyone could ever have for that kind of stuff. Yeah, Raspberries, lovely, beautiful. Sorry, I'm supposed to be impartial. I will stop saying nice things about people. No, it's impossible. I can't do it. Wow. Wonderful, amazing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next gentleman we're about to hear, we're back to the organ world here. And this is a chap that we haven't really been seeing in the Gartshore Gang chat, but he has been in the background for a long time. Now, Marco's into lasers and all this kind of stuff. This guy takes it even further. He goes into space with his work. He works for the European Space Agency. I can't even say it. He works for the European Space Agency. Oh my goodness, he's an astrophysicist. The guy we're talking about is a guy called Jan-Uwe Ness. N-E-S-S. In other words, Loch Ness, Inverness, all those wonderful things. So Jan-Uwe Ness. He's originally from the north of Germany, but he now lives in Spain, in Madrid, of all wonderful places. He's a very academic guy. Dr. Jan-Uwe Ness, in fact. Like I say, born in the north of Germany, in Kiel. He did his doctorate he studied in Kiel. He did his doctorate in Hamburg. He went to Oxford to do his postdoc. He then went to Phoenix, Arizona to continue his studies. And since 2008, he's been in Madrid. Wow. However, oh my goodness, this is where it gets exciting. He's one of these sort of academics who's also, he should actually be a professional musician. We're talking sort of, like Jerry Martin, yeah, this kind of thing. He should be a professional musician. When you hear him play in a moment, you'll know exactly what I mean. He started playing the piano when he was about 10. He switched to the organ when he was 22. That's quite late. And everywhere he's been around the world over the years, he's been an organist. He's played in churches, he's helped out in churches, all these kinds of things. He has his own YouTube channel, Jan-Uwe Ness, and he is the proud owner of a Johannes organ at home, which currently has 3 sample sets installed. It's got the Paris Notre-Dame d'Auteuil Cavalier Call. He's got the Dresden Hofkirche Silbermann organ, and he has the Utrecht Cathedral Betz organ, and that's the one we're going to hear tonight. Jan-Uwe is going to play some Mendelssohn for us tonight. He's going to play Mendelssohn's Second Organ Sonata in its entirety. Yes, less than 7 minutes. And this was the guy I was telling you about earlier. I couldn't get his video to download with the audio. I could only download the video for some reason. However, I've found a trick way of doing it using my laptop. So if I press that button, and also then at the same time press that button, I can get him to play it here. So I'm going to hand you over to Jan-Uwe, who is going to play some Mendelssohn for you. Enjoy. Oh, sorry about that. Pressing this play button again. Yeah, right, sorry, I've got to get my bearings back here again. I'm glad I got that to work. Wasn't that... Okay, yes, be impartial, but I can't be impartial. A performance like that has to be commended. That was, yeah. It's not often you hear Mendelssohn played properly. And when I say properly, I mean not just the notes. Anyone can play the right notes in the right order. You don't have to be Eric Morecambe for that. But no, Jan-Uwe was playing the music, he was playing the room, he was playing the feeling. He had the right ideas, which is not very often. A lot of people think Mendelssohn should still be played in a classical style. No. Mendelssohn's organ music should always be played in a romantic style. Mendelssohn was a hopeless romantic. We know this, and I'm not just meaning. Well, no, never mind. He was a hopeless romantic, and most of his organ compositions were written for, do you know this? I hope you know this. Most of them were written for his good friends, Prince Albert and Queen Victoria. A lot of his organ music was written for the organ that they had installed in Buckingham Palace in London. Did you know that? Bet you didn't. You do now. Frighteningly wonderful stuff. And Jan-Uwe's performance there, when I heard it a couple of weeks ago when he sent it to me, I thought, bloody hell. That's why I said at the beginning, he's one of those academics who should be a professional musician. Because that's just, isn't that amazing? Isn't that absolutely amazing? Wonderful. Jan-Uwe, thank you very much for that. That was really rather wonderful. It's not often we hear those pieces of music performed like that. A lot of it's performed very stiff and rigid and there. And yeah, but wonderful. I'm not being impartial, am I? You know what I'm like. Now, next we're going from Mendelssohn's wonderful organ works to French romantic organ music works, and a young guy from Virginia. Young guy from Virginia named William Tan is up next. William is 16. He is studying with the fabulous Daniel Stipe. Is that his name? I hope that's his name. He himself a student of Ken Cowan's, so that's not bad. He's studying at All Saints in Richmond, Virginia, as far as I remember, under an AGO scholarship. Splendid. He frequently subs for other organists in Richmond at the age of 16. He gives concerts at the age of 16. He especially loves Duruflé. That's it, you get my vote. It's a pity he didn't publish more. Well, Duruflé was a perfectionist. That's an entire show all in itself. Now, William Tan sounds like, and I don't mean this in a nasty way, but he sounds like one of those young organists who spends far too much time playing organ music. However, that is thankfully and happily not true. He has real hobbies as well. He keeps aquariums. Shouldn't that be aquaria? But never mind. He keeps aquariums and chickens. He has just hatched, I hope you don't mean yourself, he just hatched some Polish chickens. One hen is named, get ready for it, Emily Chickinson. He has a sense of humor. I like William. Favorite, all right, this was the bit. He has some favorite formers apart from Fraser. I thought that was cute. Thank you for that. Like I say, I have to be impartial. I can't vote. He likes Balint Carosi. Who doesn't? He likes Thomas Hospital. Who doesn't? He likes Ken Cowan. Who doesn't? And he likes Chelsea Chen. Who doesn't? Good for you. Well, I think we are all about to start liking William Tan. He's going to play one of the best toccatas you will find in the French romantic repertoire. Not the Widor, not the Duruflé, not the Dubois, not the Longuecutie. He is going to play Gigou's toccata for us. Now I need to get this back onto the, yes, that's the right one, and press some buttons and over to William. Wow. Now that's one of those performances, again, that you just have to sort of sit back and sort of think, oh my God, wow. Tempo, perfect, absolutely perfect. A dry acoustic, so you could have taken it a bit faster, but you didn't. Well done. Perfect tempo, wonderful registrations, wonderful use of the room as well. For an American organ, American church, it's got a big acoustic. Well done. Absolutely brilliant. I loved it. Keep up the good work and keep up the chickens as well. Keep up the chickens as well. There was something, you told me something about a theatre organ as well that you were connected to there as well. So yeah, so open for everything. We like it. Well done, William. That was absolutely wonderful performance. A very good piece of music to choose and lovely, lovely performance. And thank you for including the ka-chink at the end as well. Yeah, when all the stops disappear. Pa-chum. That's part of the performance. Well done. Well done, well done. Love it. Ah. Impartial. Impartiality. Hate it. Who wants that? Ladies and gentlemen, we're staying in the East Coast area. We're staying in the East Coast of the United States. We're moving up a little bit. We're heading over to Maryland. Yes, we are heading to the Platz Gang. Finally, the Platz Gang. Now, this is something we were not expecting at all. This is quite something. This is quite something. The Platz Gang. We all know the Platz Gang. Cam and Kristen Platz, they've been here forever. Cam, without Cam, you don't know how much Cam does in the background. Now, not just for me. Cam's always doing things in the background for me, but Cam's beavering away in the background for everybody. Cam has been involved in this performance tonight. You cannot imagine how much Cam has been involved in this tonight. In the background, helping other people get their performances sent over, getting them packaged up, whatever. Cam's one of those guys. I always say he's like the spider in the middle of the net. Yeah, the Gartshore Gang is the entire net, and Cam is in the middle, just making sure that everything runs smoothly. Cam is he's the silent manager in the background, just making everything move. And Cam's my big brother anyway, and we love Cam to bits, definitely. But a big thank you from me at this point for everything you've done for this entire festival, not just tonight, but everything you've done for this entire festival, and of course in the run-up to the festival and over the years before. Cam, you're just a wonderful person. Now, we're not going to see Cam tonight. Cam is, again, he's only involved in the background here. Cam is the cameraman and the director, as it were, of this wonderful thing that's coming up here. Now, we are about to witness 3 members of the Platz Gang playing. We're going to see Kristen. That's, you know, Kristen Platz. She's here in the chat from time to time. Kristen's usually in the background dancing about with headphones on during live streams, but she's there. We're also going to see one of the neighbors, a young lady called Andrea Huertas. She is going to be singing in this performance. And we are also going to see a young gentleman. Now, we've seen him in the chat before from time to time, Andrew Kozinski. Andrew Kozinski. Now, let me tell you about these 3 performers here. I'll start with Andrea, if you don't mind. Andrea grew up in a musical family. Her love for music was nurtured from a very young age. Her father was a musician and a vocal coach, and he helped her develop her voice from very early childhood. She immersed herself in various musical genres, including contemporary, gospel, soul, R&B, soft rock, Latin music, and pop. All the more amazing because you're about to hear her sing something very classical. She's performed in musicals. She's been in an all-female quartet group. She's been in ensembles. She's been in church choirs. She serves as a worship leader and is a passionate vocal coach, helping individuals reach their full vocal potential. That's Andrea. She's going to be singing in a moment. Now, standing next to Andrea, holding a trumpet and smiling very happily, is a young chap based in Washington, D.C. This is Andrew Kozinski. He is a trumpeter. Now, he's not only a trumpeter, he's a bloody good piano player, he's a bloody good conductor, and he's not a bad violinist these days as well. He studied with a guy called Kenneth DeCarlo at Rutgers University up in New Jersey before completing graduate studies at the Peabody Conservatory. I love that. That sounds wonderful, doesn't it? After graduation, he moved to the capital, that's Washington, D.C. for you foreigners, to begin his tenure with, get ready for this, the U.S. Army Band. Yes, he is one of the U.S. Army Band, folks. In his free time, he enjoys consuming sweet desserts. You wouldn't be able to tell looking at him. That's Andrew. Andrew is also a very good composer too. It doesn't say that here, but I happen to know that. I've heard some of Andrew's compositions too. Very good. And then we have Kristin, who's on the piano. Kristin Platz on the piano. Right. After getting a child's piano that could not play an incorrect note, as a 3-year-old, Kristin began taking piano lessons in grade 2. And having excellent instruction, took lessons throughout college and competed in contests in high school. Her bachelor's degree is in maths and physics, but she also has a minor in music. Ha ha! She had a long break from piano playing because she was focusing on her career, and Marco helped recently. She's just got her eyes lasered. She's got new eyes. And her new eyesight, she now has more time, more freedom, and ta-da! She is getting back to the piano with gusto. There's a good word. That was my word. Back to piano with gusto, and she is performing and performing and performing and performing and performing. And we want to hear more of it. So, you're about to see Kristin on piano, Andrew on trumpet, and Andrea singing. What are they going to perform? Well, I'm just going to hand you over to the production. Cameron Platz Productions 2024 proudly presents. I don't think there's anything we need to say. What a beautiful, beautiful performance. I see the applause in the audience as well. Yeah, wonderful piano playing, beautiful. It's a couple of comments there on how sensitive the accompaniment was. Yes, definitely. Spot on, beautiful. Lovely singing from Andrea, and then Andrew's trumpet. Ha ha. When we get to the, I'll say something when we get to the end there, but yeah, oh my God, wonderful. And then of course, don't forget, not just the musical performance, but cams, perfect camera work, cut, lighting, all of that kind of stuff. Very professional. Well done. Well done, the Platz gang. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to leave America for a bit, and we're going to head back to Europe. And let me see, actually, 1, 2, 3. The next 3 performers are Europeans. Now, after the Platz gang, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to head to Wales, and we're going to go and see our friend Jez M performing. Jez, let me just read this. Jez grew up with piano lessons and became head chorister in his local church, and when he could, he dabbled with the organ there, much to the annoyance of the organist and choirmaster. Good for you. Now, we're not going to hear him playing the organ tonight. We're hearing him play something very different. In fact, we're going to hear him play very different things, plural. He became interested in drums, started playing drums in a band, then he raised a family and eventually got piano and drums back into the house, started playing keyboards too. He wanted to learn to play the bass guitar, so he took up bass guitar recently as well. So he plays the piano, keyboards, drums, bass guitar sporadically and very much as a hobby, in his own words. Well, we're about to hear Jez M perform. Let me tell you all about it. Well, let Jez tell us all about it. cha-cha-cha. We need the cha-cha-cha at the end of that. Dum, cha-cha-cha, boom. Jez M on the keyboard and the bass guitar. Why didn't we get to see your face, Jez? That's the second anonymous performer this evening. Don Prince hid his face, Jez hid his face. Yeah, what a talented bunch we are out there. Cha-cha-cha. Don't forget the cha-cha-cha, and then you snap your fingers. Jez, thank you. That was Jez over in Wales. Now we're going to head back to Germany, and we're going to hear from a young guy called Johannes Gala. Johannes Gala, you will see him in the chat from time to time. We haven't seen Johannes Gala for a while. He used to be around, but he's been quite quiet of late. Now, Johannes Gala recently sent me one of his compositions, a Kyrie that I played here the other night. Very nice, beautiful. He sent me more of his compositions since then. Let me tell you a little bit about Johannes. He's 30 years old. He is from a place called Schweinfurt, which, if you're from any English-speaking country, sounds rather hilarious. But Schweinfurt, it's a town in Unterfranken, which technically belongs to Bavaria. But anyway, he learned to play piano and organ. And in 2011, he completed his high school qualification with piano and music as well. Very good. Very early on, he was involved with choirs, both singing and also playing or accompanying choirs. He's played in numerous, I like the word numerous, he's played in numerous big bands. That's another one that Razbaz was in as well. He played in numerous big bands, and he's also is involved with various church choirs and all sorts of huge orchestra masses and things like that as well. So very musical guy. However, he has studied something completely different. What on earth is that in English? You know, I really don't know. Johannes, are you there in the audience? If you're there, Johannes, tell us in English what the hell that is. I don't know. Lebensmitteltechnologie. Here, who can translate that into English for me? What the hell is Lebensmitteltechnologie? Foodstuffs. Foodstuffs. That kind of stuff. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, from the scientific side of it, of course. And now he's working food technology, says Razbaz. All right, there you are. And now he's actually working as a software developer. So there you are. Here he is playing a piece of music by Ludwig-Erhard-Allee on a rather lovely organ. He's got a title page coming up, so you'll find out exactly what it is. And yeah, this is something different again. I like it. The music of Louis Vian it's a wonderful sort of, everyone thinks that the music of Louis Vian is all about, he's in a terrible state, and his family, blah, 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 his blindness. Nothing could be further from the truth. Louis Vian was a very happy, very cheeky, very romantic man, and very, well, shall we say, very active in the romantic world. Let's just leave it like that. And all the music that everyone thinks, he's tearing his heart out because he's such a sad individual. No, he's tearing his heart out because he's horny. Louis Vian was a very, very complicated character. Anyway, beautiful music, absolutely beautiful music, and beautifully played there by Johannes on that lovely instrument in that beautiful church. Yes, extra points for the chandelier in the background. I'm reading with the chat. I never get to read the chat, so I'm enjoying reading the chat tonight. But yeah, beautiful performance. Thank you, Johannes. And yeah, wonderful stuff. Okay, now, hold on, let me just make sure I'm on the right one. Off to London, ladies and gentlemen, and we're off to see our friend Adrian Morris. And Adrian is going to surprise us with something wonderful. Get ready for this. This is wonderful. Now, Adrian Morris, I didn't know much about Adrian Morris until he wrote me this email here. Adrian's a very talented guy in all sorts of things. Let me paraphrase what he wrote here. He wrote a huge missile about what he's been up to in his life. I'm not sure how old Adrian is. I don't want to ask him personally, but I'm just trying to think, actually. And I really don't mean this in a nasty way, but who's the oldest performer we've had tonight? I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not sure. Maybe we should have worked that out at some point. Anyway, but Adrian is certainly one of the elder statesmen of the performers this evening. Let's just put it like that. But in a very positive way. I don't mean that in a bad way at all. He started out learning classical guitar. Haha, guess what we're going to see tonight? Classical guitar. Perfect. He's been involved with American choirs at a local US Air Force base. Hey, he's from London. Hold on a minute. Blah, blah, blah. He got into traditional style choir music and more upbeat music with a group known as Reflection that took them to the recording studio on time and took them on trips and tours to Germany, believe it or not. Wow. Exciting stuff. Now, he learnt to play a bit of keyboards, a bit of organ. He took some organ lessons with a chap called Phil Allen. And he started explaining to Adrian how chords worked, how harmonies and chords worked. And he managed to sort of link that to what he was doing on the guitar as well. Very exciting. And all of that, of course, disappeared when he went and started life as a mechanical engineer. Yeah, as he said here, he didn't have opportunities to get into academic or professional music, so he had to earn his living as a mechanical engineer on the railways, starting as an apprentice and progressing to a specialist in brakes and pneumatics. There you are. What an eclectic bunch we are. And ended up as the resident expert on train whistles. So, train whistles, organ pipes, just under steam power, basically. During the 90s, his daughter wanted to learn ballet. So when he took his daughter to ballet school, he saw there was a school that also taught accordion. So he decided to take up the accordion at the same time. My goodness me. He built his own bass guitar, as you do. While at university, he got some harpsichord lessons. Bach never sounded better. I would probably agree with that. He's also taught himself to play the 5-string banjo and the mandolin just to pass the time, etc., 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 etc. As a musician, his closing sentence, as a musician, I consider myself as a keen amateur and happy to teach others, but apart from that, I'm still playing trains. Real trains, by the way, not little trains in dusty rooms in the attic, real trains. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Adrian Morris with his classical guitar playing something particularly Spanish. Beautiful. I love the sound of a classical guitar, and I also, somebody else noticed it there, the way he held the guitar, Spanish style apparently. Good, love it, beautiful. Did you hear the police siren in the background as well? Yes, the sounds of London. Beautiful, Adrian, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Very relaxing, very gentle, very, very soothing, very good, very lovely. Thank you. I enjoyed that. Yeah, I enjoyed that. We've had, how many different instruments have we had tonight? We've had so many different instruments. I have to go and add them all up. back to the United States, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to hear from our dear friend, Nancy Telling. Nancy sent me a couple of videos here. She's playing the piano, and then she's playing, I am so jealous, I'm so jealous, she's playing one of the world's best and certainly biggest theatre organs. I'm jealous. Nancy started organ lessons when she was 6. That's early for organ. She learned quickly, good for you, and began playing the organ for worship services at her church. She occasionally filled in for her organ teacher at the nearby Swedish Glee Club. What the hell is a Swedish Glee Club? That sounds amazing. At the age of 11, she took up piano as well as organ. That's interesting. Normally people do piano, then organ. Nancy did it the other way around. Good for you. Life events interfered with Nancy continuing organ and piano. I assume that means family, but her love of music never died. Now here's the wonderful bit that I love more than anything else. Being part of the Gartshore Gang has renewed Nancy's love for organ music and has inspired her to return to playing. That is the kind of thing that just strikes all the right chords with me. That's wonderful. That's the whole point of this channel. It's, you know, it's not some po-faced channel about organ music where we show off, oh, here's how you're supposed to do it this way and that way. No, the whole point of this is to show you that music is there for everybody. And Nancy listened in and thought, oh my God, I need to get back to the organ again. Bingo. Yes, that is exactly what I want to hear. Wonderful. I'll hand you over to Nancy. She's going to introduce her pieces by herself. Everything ready? Yes. She's going to introduce her pieces by herself, and I'm just going to sit in the background and be jealous.
Hello everybody, I'm Nancy Telling, and I am playing New Orleans Nightfall by William Gillock. But I'm also going to let you know that I played the giant organ at Karma Labs. The Beast is what they call it. So I have also submitted that video, although I wouldn't consider it very good playing, but I faced my fears and got up on the bench and played that organ in spite of knowing that I had no idea what the stops were or the pedals or anything else. So I hope you enjoy my music today.
get the timing right for the relay stuff.
I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. I promise you. I'm so jealous. Nancy, you're a cracker. Well done. That's amazing. I want to play that. And thank you for playing some blues as well. You're the only performer this evening with some real blues. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Nancy, you're a star. Wonderful. Right, folks, we're going to leave the front door of my house and we're going to go in a straight line for about 60 kilometers, something like that. And we're going to bump into the next chap, a guy called Michael Kretschmer. And Michael, otherwise known as Michael, or I'm Mike, not I'm Mac, I'm Mike. He's from a place called Gießen, which is a city, like I say, about 60 kilometers east of here. And we're going from the sublime to the ridiculous now, and I don't mean that in a nasty way. Cam's going to like this. This is almost, I'm going to say it's almost up there with sort of Autobahn. Cam, you know what I mean, Anyway, Mike is going to perform a piece of music by Philip Glass. Ooh, Philip Glass is rather cool. And it's a piece of music from his film Kojani Kvatsi. Yeah? Not the most exciting of pieces, he says himself, but here's the thing. Again, a scientist. Mike is one of our scientists. Back in the 90s, he wanted to learn to play the organ. He was taken to a church to see a church organ being played, and he thought, oh my God, I have to have one of these. Now, I already played pianos and keyboards and things like that, but he decided he wanted a pedal board to go with it. So what did he do? Being the sort of scientific engineering kind of guy he is, typical German, what did he do? He built his own MIDI pedal board, and this is what he's going to be showing us here. He built this back, when did he do it? Yeah, he was a student at the time. He didn't have any money to do it, so he built his own MIDI pedal out of an old bed. Yeah, that's what it says. And he went into the electronic shop and he bought all his little diodes and things like that and popped it all together. He moved over to Gießen in 2014, and guess what? That's what happened. The bed turned into the pedal board. Anyway, right, here he is playing his homemade pedal board, singing using wonderful effects, and playing the Hauptwerk St. Anne's Moseley organ using a keyboard there. And yeah, he's playing the film music from Kojani Kvatsi, which kind of means chaos. Yeah, and he suggests this could be something for a film music night. Well, Mike, you're not wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, it's experimental time. speechless. I loved it. I love things like that. When I was at university, we did things like that. Not necessarily the technical things, but those sorts of musical things. Absolutely wonderful. Crazy but wonderful. I love it. I love it. This is what I said at the beginning, an eclectic mix. I mean, this is what marks the Gartshore Gang. I think we are the most bizarre bunch of people in the musical world on YouTube, definitely. And yeah, this is why. Marvelous. I love it. It was unique. It was great. There you are. Awesome. What was people saying? Very interesting. Self-made organ, self-made pedalboard. It did look like an IKEA bed, didn't it? This was awesome. That was unique. That was great. Different but good. Exactly. Yeah. This is what we love. Right. Different but good. We're going to Denmark, ladies and gentlemen. Have we ever been to Denmark before? I've been to Denmark once in gosh, I can't remember. Anyway, I've been to Denmark once, loved it. I was invited to stay there by some rather posh people, so I did have a very good time. But yeah, definitely wonderful. I loved it. So we are going to hear from a young chap called Christian Skovgard. Skovgard. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce these things. I can't really say. There's only two things I can say in Danish, and neither of them are terribly polite. Oh, actually, that's true. I can say one thing in Danish that is relatively polite, but very difficult to say. I think that's how it's pronounced, and that means sort of berry dessert with cream, which is rather nice. The other thing I can say is not very pleasant at all, so I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to bother pretending it. It basically means up your bum sideways. So I'm not going to say that in Danish because it's very naughty. Anyway, this is our young friend Christian, who is, he's going to play two pieces by a composer called Jesper Madsen, who was a Danish organ composer born in 1957, but sadly died in 1999. He didn't live very long, poor chap. He was a very romantic style organ composer, but he had his own tonal language. He delves a lot. Delves. I like the word delves. A Danish guy using the word delve. That just goes to show how most people can speak English better than most British people. It's frightening, isn't it? Anyway, he delves a lot in parallel voices, has a signature style of rising parallel fifths in many of his slower works. Right, perfect. Christian is going to play two of these works from the earliest collection of pieces. The first based on a hymn, and he gives me a title. And the second one on another title that I'm not even going to try pronouncing. Maybe Christian will tell us about it himself. Let's hand over the baton to Christian to tell us all about his Danish organ music.
Hello and welcome to Karise, a small village in Denmark. I'm Christian and lucky enough to be residing organist here. Today, I'm going to be playing two small pieces of late romantic modern Danish composer Jesper Madsen. He is great and not very well known outside of Denmark, so I thought it would be the perfect occasion to play some. The organ I have here is by Marcussen and Sons, one of the oldest organ building companies in the world, I'm told. And it's one of the earlier organs built in 1850. It is a Baroque organ and only sometimes in tune, but I love it very much anyways. So, two small pieces by Jesper Madsen.
Thank you, Christian. Lovely. Ah, a composer we don't really know, an organ we've never heard, but what a beautiful sounding organ. I'd love to go there and record that with all my new fancy microphones. Ah, what a beautifully voiced organ. Wonderful. Christian, extra points for quinting the last note on the bass to make a 32-foot effect. I just got an email from Christian with some personal information. Christian is 21 years old and he's currently on his second gap year, where he has mainly been playing organ and going to bars. Love it. After the summer, he's going to start his bachelor in IT in Copenhagen, and he is looking forward to it. Well, I'm looking forward to coming and visiting Denmark at some point, so I will be in touch. Thank you, Christian. Very lovely music, very lovely playing. Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting close. We're getting close. Now, the next performance is, I don't mind saying it, the most entertaining performance, okay? Now, back at the beginning, Charles Rearden got some comedy, got some exciting moves going in his performance. Nothing on what's coming up now. We're going to be blown away now by two of our newest Gartshore Gang members, and I'm very happy that they did actually submit this recording. They weren't actually going to. They had a bit of sort of a bad news over the past couple of weeks. They had some bad news over the past couple of weeks, and they weren't going to put something in. And I pestered them into doing it because I really wanted them to. Because I think that these two folks, I think they really are. They're some of the funniest members we have. I occasionally see it in the chat, and I get emails from time to time as well. And they really are very entertaining and very, very funny people. They are our Czech division, the Czech division of the Czech Republic division of the Gartshore Gang, and of course I'm talking about Mareta and Franek, and they are performing an absolutely wonderful, wonderful thing indeed. Now, I got an email about not that long ago from both of them. This is all very last minute stuff, which I'm going to read out to you, a little bit of information. Now, they didn't tell us how old they are, but they're both very young, so don't worry about it. Now, Mareta is an IT student. She plays the clarinet, she plays piano, she plays organ, she plays the guitar, and of course, she plays the kazoo. Fair enough. She's learning to play the pipe organ, or she has been now for 2 years. She accompanies the choir Musica Animata and plays in a church orchestra in St. Martin's Church is that in Třebíč? I'm guessing that's in Třebíč, or is it in Prague? I don't know. I think she's studying in Prague. She's also playing in her own rock band, which is called Karambal, and they play everything from the music of the Beatles to modern hits. František's closing words are, and she's bloody good. Over to František. He is a student of mechanical engineering and a hopeless dreamer. His words. He was originally taught to play accordion for 13 years. He has more Lawrence Welk jokes coming up, but somehow managed to end up playing the church organ, directing a choir and an orchestra and pretending knowing what he's doing. Yeah. He's a wannabe atomic guy, not like Homer Simpson though. Yeah, Over in the Czech Republic, the atomic energy industry is a big thing, and he's trying to get into that. Good for you. He also restores and builds pipe organs as a part-time job, as one does. And he belts out tenor in local choirs and loves French art harmonium. What the hell is French art harmonium? I really don't know. Not sure I want to. The piece of music they're going to play is the offertory from Messe Trouvère, or is it Messe Trouvère or Trouvere? Messe Trouvere, I don't know, by Peter Eben, composed in 1968 during the Prague Spring and premiered in 1969 after the Soviet tanks came to help them out of democracy. That's a clever way of putting it. That's a very politically correct way of putting that. The age just after Vatican II, so everybody wanted to play guitar in church. Eben was fed up with cheesy church music, so he composed his own mass in the rhythmic style. This is probably the first Czech guitar mass of all time. Probably one of the only guitar masses of all time. So they decided to play all the parts, not on guitars, but on the organ as a multi-track. And they had a lot of fun doing it, judging by their performance. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hand you over to Mareta and Franek for a bit of fun.
A víno neseme, přijmi ty dary, prosíme. Chleba a víno neseme, přijmi ty dary, prosíme. Mám prázdné ruce, Pane, že skutkem jsem je nenaplnil, mám těžké nohy, Pane, bližní můj jsem se nepřiblížil. Chleba a víno neseme, přijmi ty dary, prosíme. Chleba a víno neseme, přijmi ty dary, prosíme. Mám němá ústa, Pane, vždyť soucit svůj jsem odepřel, jsem uzavřený, Pane, dej, abych se všem otevřel. Chleba a víno neseme, přijmi ty dary, prosíme. Chleba a víno neseme, přijmi ty dary, prosíme. Mám v sobě bolest, Pane, že tolik věcí zranilo, mám také touhu, Pane, aby tě srdce poznalo. Chleba a víno neseme, přijmi ty dary, prosíme. Chleba a víno neseme, přijmi ty dary, prosíme.
Dobrý?
Jo, je tam!
What were you shouting at the end? It sounds like you're swearing very loudly. Told you that was going to be fun. Wonderful, wonderful. We have an open invitation to go and visit František and Marketa over there, and I think that is definitely got to be on the cards. That's definitely somewhere we've got to take the Gartshores, and we've just got to go there and become part of that madness. I love it. I love it. Thank you to the two of you, and thank you for doing that. I know you've had a bit of a rough time of late, but amazing. Definitely, a bit of comedy always helps, doesn't it? Isn't that wonderful? Music is there to entertain. Don't take music too seriously, people. And even apart from that, what a wonderful piece of music. I didn't know that at all. That is a wonderful piece of music. And I think we need to know more about that. Can you send me a copy of that? You know where I am. Wonderful. Yep. Joe will happily perform the ceremony. So when the two of you want to get married, there you are. All you have to do is invite Joe to Prague, or you go and visit him in South Carolina. I'll play the organ. Deal. You heard it here, folks. That's a deal. I'm offering my services. Free of charge, of course. Wonderful. Yeah, very entertaining. Thank you very much to the two of you. Ladies and gentlemen, the final two performers belong to the same family. We are going to go and join the Wunderlichs. Now, you've already heard from Stephie a few weeks ago. Stephie played a wonderful piece of music not that long ago. And Stephie is going to perform something very different tonight. Actually, Stephie is going to perform two things. She's going to show you that she's a wonderful organist and a wonderful piano player. Now, Stephie is 16. She is a high school student from the city of, or the town of Ansbach, which is technically in Bavaria, but southern Bavarians wouldn't agree with that. It's in Franken. It's in Ansbach, a beautiful place. I've played concerts in Ansbach before, lovely place. She studies piano in a local music school, and she studies piano with me. She also studies organ with me. She started playing organ about a year and a half ago. She decided one day, we were doing piano lessons, we were doing ragtime. I've been teaching her ragtime and jazz technique. And she said one day, yeah, I'd like to have a go at the organ. So I said, all right, fair enough. And she started playing some sort of ragtime stuff on the organ, which you've seen her do. She's progressed so well and so quickly, she is now playing arrangements by Jonathan Scott. I should have gotten in touch with Jonathan and told him this. Yes, she's playing a Jonathan Scott arrangement on the organ this evening for us. And then she's going to hop onto the piano and play a ragtime classic. Here is Stephie Wunderlich. All right, I got it the wrong way around. She's playing the piano first. Ta-da! How about that? 16 years old, playing from memory, both pieces. The music was in front of her for the Sugar Plum Fairy, I noticed that, but not at one point did her eyes leave the keys or the pedals. Wonderful. Well done, Stephie. Well done. Yeah, Marek said it. There's not many people out there that can play John Scott arrangements other than John Scott. Well, now we have one. It's Stephie who can play the Sugar Plum Fairy. And Dill Pickles Rag with that strong left hand there. Wonderful, wonderful. Isn't it wonderful to see someone of that age interested both in that kind of music and spontaneously wanting to learn the organ? That's amazing. Yeah, wonderful. Well done, Stephie. Now, to finish off this evening's submissions, before we get on to the voting, don't forget the voting is about to start once we've heard from Stephie's dad. That's Alexander Wunderlich. Now, this is a surprise. Alexander was hedging his bets whether he would submit something or not. Let me tell you something about Alexander. Alexander is 54 years of age. He is a vascular surgeon in real life. What the hell does that mean? A vascular surgeon does things like veins and arteries and that kind of thing. He's a vascular surgeon. He is originally from, now you would never guess this from his name, he's originally from Moscow, but he's lived in Germany now for 28 years. He's married and he has several children, one of whom is Stephie. He has 4 daughters. Stephie's his second. He has 4 daughters. He went to music school in Moscow. He had organ studies while he was here in Germany, and he has taught himself to play the harpsichord. Typical medical guy, you know, really musical, really medical, really intelligent, really good fun. Yeah, here comes Alexander to play. Guess what was missing tonight? It's up to Alexander to do it for us. You know what's coming, don't you?
Hello, my name is Charles Rearden, and I...
Then again, sorry, back to Charles Rearden there. It decided to start playing itself automatically again. Well, we're not going to start from the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. We are now going to commence the voting ceremony. Let the ceremony begin. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you, of course, to Alexander. Alexander, finally we got our... We had to get some Jez Bach in there at some point, didn't we? Even if it was only arranged by Jez Bach. Wonderful. Thank you, Alexander, for doing that. Did you notice, by the way, in the background of the Wunderlich family, you hear ticking, tick-tock, tick-tock. They have many clocks, many timepieces in the Wunderlich family, in the Wunderlich household. Yeah, wonderful stuff. Lots of bells, lots of ticking. Anyway, right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much to the 18 performers. It seems like an age ago that we started this evening, but it's been an incredible evening of incredible performances by incredible performers. Talented, varied, tasteful, hilarious. We've had everything. Give me an adjective, it was probably there tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens now. I am going to provide you with a link. Now, this link that I am about to put in the chat, this link will... Where is it? There it is. This link will take you to an external site. Once you're on this external site, it's fairly self-explanatory. You read through the instructions. You don't need to read the instructions. It's very self-explanatory. You press, it says start survey. It's not really a survey, but you know what I mean. We're going to vote. And then the first thing that will pop up is Charles Rearden. And there will be 10 available stars. You give Charles your score. Then once you've given Charles your score, then the second one will come up. Who was the second one? It was Tim, wasn't it? Yes, of course it was. It was Tim. Then Tim will come up. You can vote for Tim. Then it's Matt Leech. Then it's Don Prince. Then it's Shing Haa. Then it's Razbaz. Then it's Jan Uwe, and so on and so on and so on. Right through the list. And as soon as you're finished, you're finished. That's it. You're finished. Your scores have been registered, and that's it. That's the only chance you get. You can't go back and do it again for the simple reason. You can't go back and do it again because it's all clever. I don't know how these computers do it. They realize that you're only doing it from one computer, kind of thing. Very clever. And then once that's done, I'm gonna give you. It's coming up to 1 o'clock in the morning here in this part of the world. So it's coming up to 7 o'clock in the evening in Eastern Standard Time in the States. Obviously slightly earlier than that if you're further west. Over if you're Matt Leech, it's a lot earlier than that. However, over in the Czech Republic, of course, it's coming up to 2 o'clock in the morning. So I think I will give you 15 minutes for voting, okay? After 15 minutes, we will stop voting. All right, there will be no more voting. And then I will give you the results, the final results. I think 15 minutes is more than enough time for everybody to get their votes in. We need different categories. There are no different categories. You just get stars. It's as simple as that. Very simple. We keep it simple. That's the whole thing about the Gartshore Gang. Keep it simple. And then we go on. Now, let me just show you, first of all, I can share my screen with you and show you that it's all on 0. That's very important that you know that, okay? Okay, we've had one visitor. That was me making sure it was okay. But if you look at the responses, everything is on 0. Let me go to the results and show you this, okay? Let me share my screen briefly with you. I can do this here. Right, this is my computer screen, okay? So here we have everybody. Here's Charles Rearden. This has no answers. So all of these people, no answers, no answers, no answers, no answers, no answers, no answers, no answers. Everything is on 0, okay? That's very important, okay? Nobody has voted for anything yet. So after voting is over, I will show you exactly the same screen and it will tell us where we are on the scores. Everyone gets an average score depending on the number of stars, and the person with the highest average score is the winner. Very, very simple. Understood? Are we ready? Here we go. I'm going to pop the link here in the chat. Here's the link. Click. Here's the link. Here's the link. Click. I'm going to pin that. So we can all, you can get this message pinned, there it is, and you can all go and do your voting. I'm not going to do any voting, you can watch my hands, I'm going to sit back and relax. Okay, it is now 00:54, it is 5 to 1 in the morning. At 10 past 1, in 15 minutes time, voting is over. Okay? 50 minutes. Off you go, folks. Off you go. Click on that link, do your voting, and I look forward to the results. Actually, I can watch what's going on while this is happening. I'm not going to vote, I'm just going to watch the results as they come in. Let's go to statistics. 63 visitors are already on the page. Wonderful. One person's already cancelled. Well, that's good. One person has responded. Okay, we're moving. We have a lot of people on desktop. We have a lot of people on smartphones. We have nobody on a tablet at the moment. Well, that's interesting. Okay, these are the things I can see. This is amazing. Let's refresh that and see what we've got. 67 people. 2 have already completed. Still no tablets. Okay, this is good. Off you go. You know what to do, ladies and gentlemen. Off you go. We have now got 70 people voting. Oh, this is good. We're getting there. This is good. We still have 122 people in the chat. 811 people have watched the video so far this evening. So I'm guessing there are probably about 400 people online at the moment. So if all 400 of you click on that link in the chat, you can click on it. You don't have to be a member to click on it. Off you go. A member, a subscriber. You can get ready for that. Okay. Am I playing voting music? No, I'm not playing anything. I'm having a night off. I've played enough over the last few days. And I'm going to enjoy a quiet week after this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be doing brake work on the car. My car seriously needs new brakes, so it's going to get some new brakes this week. That's going to be done. What else are we going to do? We're going to do some work in the garden. We're going to go on lots of walks. The weather's going to improve this week, so we're going to get out and about, and we're going to get some. You know what I mean? We're going to get some excitement. So anyway, there we are. All right, some people started late. I came on at 21:30, so I need 30 minutes. Sorry, that's can't. That's not going to work. Sorry. It's not going to work. Okay, I see Charles Rearden has got all his friends voting for him there. Well, that's good. I hope you all have all your friends voting for you. That's the way it should work. Let's have a look. We're up to 82 now. Okay, 39 completions. Still only 1 cancelled. Well, that's fine. 40 responses are currently underway. Good. I like it. Shall I have a quick look at the results and see how we're doing? I'm cheating already. Okay. Oh, hold on. How do I want to do this so I can see it? Let's do that kind of chart. That's the one we want. Okay, let's have a look. Ooh, high scores. Ooh, I like the high scores. Okay. Ooh, very competitive out there by the looks of it. Very competitive. Ooh, very competitive. Oh my goodness. Okay, very competitive. Right, I'm not going to say any more. You keep going, ladies and gentlemen. Keep doing what you're doing. 105 visitors, 59 in action, 59 completed, no cancelled. Well, that doesn't make sense anymore. 1 tablet. That's good. I bet there's nothing happening in the chat. Ian Lavery, I have pressed a button. Well, that's good. Nancy, maybe a tie. Well, who knows? Maybe a tie. Let's find out. Actually, I'm going to go get a piece of paper because this system, it only gives me averages. You know, it sort of takes everyone and gives me averages. So I'm going to write down the scores as they come in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Right. Okay. Let's have a look. Yellowbird got as far as removing an ABS sensor from his Puma. Oh, that's not very much, is it? Yes, I have to do brakes, then I have to do brake lines, then I have to do full service, then I have to do an exhaust sensor, an exhaust gas sensor, then I have to, what else do I have to do? I have to do something else awkward I have to do. I have to do some suspension work, that's fun. That's always fun, it's good for taking eyes out. What else? All sorts of things, got lots to do. Right, how are we doing? We've got 10 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. 10 minutes to go. Okay, 129 so far. Looking good. Still only 1 tablet. So 1 tablet. Let's have a look at the results. How are we doing? On the results? Ooh. I'm just going to make ooh noises. They don't mean anything. I'm just going to make ooh noises. Ooh, close. Ooh, ooh. Okay, that is close. That is close. That is close. Ooh, that is close. That is close. That is close. That is close. That is very close. That's exciting. I'm very much enjoying that. Let me just double check what's going on here. I got that. Good. Quickly answer somebody here. Fun stuff. Okay, let's go back and have a little look and see what's happening. Right. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this is all a bit of fun. Yes, we're not taking it too seriously. There are no winners and losers. Everyone's a winner as far as I'm concerned. I thought everything was absolutely stunning. All performances were brilliant in their own way, really. You know, and like I said at the beginning, we had absolutely everything. We had everything from serious classical music to mad entertainment to experimental to just happy, and it's everything. I love it. That's what music is all about. That's what the Gartshore Gang is all about, and yeah, I think it's great. I think it really is great. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Let's go back and have a look, see how we're doing. Oh, excuse me. How are we doing? How are we doing? Ooh, okay. 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 Ooh, things are changing. Things are changing. Things are. I'm just making this up, by the way. Things aren't changing at all. I'm just making this up. Oh, okay. I'm making this up. Hold on, I'm being answered here. Exciting. That was Vanessa asking how things are going. So I'm telling her we're at the voting stage, and let's see how many people are voting. There we go. We've got 153. Okay, so we're getting there. I wonder how many people will vote altogether. I'm willing to bet a lot more people are voting than were actually at the concert tonight. I wonder what that means. I wonder what that means. This is interesting. This is interesting to see. This is very interesting to see. Okay. Okay. I think some people are taking it very seriously. Interesting. Interesting. I'm going to keep making interesting noises for no reason whatsoever. This is very interesting. This is very interesting. La 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 la. I wonder, oh wow, this is pretty exciting. Okay. You have to vote for everybody, of course. You do know that, yeah. You have to vote for absolutely everybody. Okay, we've got 5 more minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 5 more minutes to go, and then I have to collate these results. I'm not sure how to do that, but we have to collate all of these results. I'm sure it does it for me, actually. Let's have a look. Hold on. Can I do this? Oh no, I can't. Okay. No, of course it's live. I can't do anything. Ha! Silly me. I can't do anything if it's live. Ooh, what's that? This is an exciting thing here. I quite like this. What happens if I do that? I have no idea. Okay, let's quickly reset that and have a look. See what's going on. Exciting. Hold on. Vanessa is writing again. This is nice, isn't it? Talking amongst ourselves. I like this part of the evening. How are we still doing? All of you who've already voted, you can get back in the chat and yeah, see what's going on. The trophy should have been a golden cauliflower. No, should have thought of that, shouldn't we? That would have been horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. No, we're going to move away from the cauliflowers eventually. I think we've done that joke now. We can move on. We need to find something else. Find something else. The cauliflower's over there at the moment, by the way, because the trophy is there. Oh, everyone's nervous, apparently. Don't be nervous, people. It's all a bit of fun. That's the whole thing. It's all a bit of fun, 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 fun. Fun, 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 fun. Fun, 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 fun. Fun, 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 fun. Wonder how we can do. Oh, what's this? Oh, I can't do that because it's still running. Ah, I thought you could sort of go, oh God, what have I done? Oh shit, I've done something. Ah. Uh-oh. Oh no. Ah. There it is. Right, phew. Okay, 2 more minutes, ladies and gentlemen, and then voting is over. And then I have to collate everything and see what happens. Okay, participation time. The shortest time, 11 seconds. How on earth could anyone have gone through that seriously in 11 seconds? The longest time, 8 minutes and 6 seconds. That's someone who's taken their time to think about what they're going to vote for, who they're going to vote for. What's this? A late minute ticket has come in from William. Thank you very much indeed, William. What's this? Who's writing to me now? Very fun. Apparently the little one is not asleep yet. We've had a lot of sleepless nights of late. The little one is not very good at sleeping. Ladies and gentlemen, the final few seconds of voting. Tick tock, tick tock. We're about to finish voting. Right, how do I complete it? How do I complete it? That's a good point. I never looked at that. Oh, here. Haha. Splendid. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Are we ready? We are about to finish voting. All right, the final seconds. Let's count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finished. Survey is complete. Survey is completed. Okay, I cannot activate it anymore. Okay, what can we do here? Right, let's go to evaluation. Ladies and gentlemen, evaluation. Statistics. 174 people have voted. Some people were still in the middle of their response. I do apologize, but we have to stop it at some point. Your votes still count, so don't worry about that. Okay, let's have a look. I will write down the results so we can see what's going on. Oh, okay. And I'm just going to write them down first of all because I have to work out who the winner is. And then I'm going to show you that this is all actually the case. I'm not, there's no cheating going on here. No cheating here at all. So these are the average scores we got. Do you want me to read out all the scores? so you know what's going on here. Or shall we just do the 3 winners? But I'll show you that it's all, hold on, is that right? Am I in the right pace? Number 5, yes. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, that's getting nice and close. Who's that? Oh, good. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. I'm making this up. Nothing's interesting at all. Okay. Okay. This should now be number... Yes, that's correct. Tense moment, eh? Ooh, okay. Right, we have a clear winner, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just go through the winners. Right, let me see. That's definitely the winner. Right, now I have to work this one out backwards. Oh, we have a very clear 2nd place. So let me just mark that. And do we have a very clear 3rd place? Yes, we do, ladies and gentlemen. Right, okay, so hold on, let me just make sure we get this in the right order. Let me just double check this to make sure I'm right. Yes, actually, very clear, very clear. Right. Exciting, exciting. So actually, I don't even know who they are. Who's, let me just check. Who's who? Who's who? Ooh, okay. And, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, are you excited? I'm excited. Where's my headphones? I don't need my headphones. Oh no, I don't need headphones. I want to see the chat. That's it. I want to see you. There you are. Right. Here we go. Top 5. Oh, for heaven's sake, we've got 3 just the 3 winners should do. It's getting really late. It is getting really late, isn't it? All right, ladies and gentlemen, in third place, winning a wonderful bronze medal and other bits and pieces, I'm going to put the bronze medal on, just for the fun of it. I don't think I've ever had a medal on. I look like a Freemason. And my bronze medal. Stephie Wunderlich, congratulations, you are the winner of our bronze medal this evening. Congratulations, with 7.01 of an average stars. 7.01 of an average stars. Congratulations. Stephie, congratulations. There we are. Have we got it? Have we all got it? Yes, splendid. Bravo, everybody says. Bravo, bravo. Huge clap. Come on, lots of claps for claps. Lots of claps for Stephie. God, it's late, isn't it? It is late. Our silver medal, ladies and gentlemen, our silver medal, which I'm also going to put on now, I feel very Olympic. Our silver medal goes to America and goes to, oh, that's interesting actually. Who's the youngest performer we had tonight? Stephie. Stephie's 16. William Tan is 16. William, congratulations. You are our runner-up with your silver medal this evening. William Tan, congratulations. You're our silver medal winner. Congratulations, William Tan. Well done. Wonderful performance of the Jigu Toccata. Very impressive. So well done to you, William. Very good indeed. Very good indeed. Very good indeed. Oh, Andrew Kozinski is here. Hi, Andrew. Everybody loved your trumpet playing, by the way. Absolutely wonderful. Very good. Mike is here as well. Everybody's here now in the chat. You're all here in the chat now because you want to know what's going on. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner, 7.01 was Stephie, 7.4 was William, 7.4 average. And the clear winner this evening with 7.78. 7.78. I'm not going to pick it up because it's heavy and I don't want to drop it. It's late. Our winner this evening, ladies and gentlemen, is number 1, Charles Rearden. Congratulations, Charles. Your Liberty Bell March with its bells, with its tubas, with its imperial trumpets, with your shiny shoes. You won this evening. Congratulations. You are the Gartshore Gang Superstar 2024. Now I have no excuse. I don't even need to send it to you. You're coming to Germany, so I will hand it over to you in person. How exciting is that? Congratulations, Charles Rearden. You are the 2024 superstar. Charles. I had a feeling Charles had his entire world voting for him this evening. But. Very, very good indeed. Now, let's work out who came next. If we were going to do a top 5. Who would come after that? Let's have a look. In 4th place, Franek and Mareta. Wow. In 4th place. Very closely behind in 5th place would have been, sorry because I don't have my numbers here, very, very closely behind the Platz gang in 5th place. Yeah, well done. So there you are. Andrew, Andrea and Kristen and Cam, of course. You made it in the top 5. Well done. Congratulations. And then after that, everyone was pretty close, actually. Pretty close indeed. Let me show you the results. So you know I'm not cheating. I can share my screen, can't I? Yep. There we go. I can share my screen. So here's the way it worked. Charles got a lot of 10 stars. These are the 10 stars here. He got 10 people only gave Charles 1 star. Oh, okay. 1 person gave him 2, 2 people gave him 3, etc., etc. That's the way this works. Okay, so there you are. You can see it here. There's a better way of doing it. There's a bit of it. Camera Tim got a decent score. Matt got a decent score. Everyone got decent scores. Nobody got a rotten score. 6.38, very close there for Shing Haa. How did Marco do? Also very close. Jan Uwe, definitely very close. Look at that. Hold on a minute. Did I get that right? Oh, hold on. Stop. Oh, God. I apologize. I didn't see that. Jan, you're in 5th place, which means the Platz gang, you're in 6th place. Oh, I'm sorry. I got that wrong. That was my mistake. I'm terribly sorry. Jan Uwe, you're in 5th place. Well done. Congratulations. There's William with 7.4. There's the Platz with 6.77. Jez, Adrian, Nancy, Michael. You see, everything's very close. It's very, very close. Look at that, very, very close here again. Martyshek and Francesca, who's that? No, Mareta and Franek, that's a new name for you. There's Stephie with 7.01 and there's Alexander, also very close, very, very close. Everyone very close. So yeah, congratulations everybody, very close scores. I'll put out a list of everyone wow, wonderful. That concludes the Gartshore Gang Superstar Competition 2024. Once again, huge congratulations to our winners. Stephie in bronze. Oh, that clips. Sorry, there's a clip. I didn't break it. It's a clip. Okay. Stephie, I need to give you this in person as well, don't I? There's that one for Stephie. Michael. William. God, it's late. I'm sorry. William Tan, the silver medal. Will we ever meet in person or should I send this to you? We'll work it out. And then Charles. See you in the summer. Exciting stuff. Well done. That, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the Gartshore Gang Superstar. That also concludes our little festival for this month. Thank you very, very much indeed for all your support over the last 5 days. Thank you for everything. It was really great fun. I should do that again, shouldn't I? You want to see me. Sorry, not my bloody screen. Sorry about that. Wonderful. Wonderful, everybody. I'm very proud. I'm very proud to be able to call this wonderful international group of musicians and amazing people the Gartshore Gang. You carry my name, which makes me feel very, very proud. We've created this amazing community around the world. All of you, friendships have been made, musical partnerships have been made. All sorts of amazing things have happened over the past years since we started this, and it's fascinating to me that that this has gone this way. It's absolutely wonderful, and actually doing this tonight, just the sheer fun of it more than anything else, just getting to get to know you musically as well. It's been absolutely wonderful. We're going to do this again next year, definitely. We'll make this an annual event now, and I think it's wonderful just to see the quality, the variety of all the talent we have out there in this bizarre little group of people around the world who get together a couple of times a week to watch this big fat lump sit at an organ and play some crazy music, occasionally Bach and then mainly jazz. And I love it. I love you all. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You're all absolutely wonderful. The last 5 days have been a bit of a sort of fundraising event. We will tot everything up. We will tat everything up and see how much we raised over the last 5 days. But I think there's definitely enough there that we could get a couple of little tours sorted out. We've already had offers as well. Someone has written to us offering that they would like to cover the expenses for one of our tours, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. That will be a sponsored tour. We might actually make that tour down in your part of the world. I think that would be rather cool to do. Obviously as a thank you, and obviously to get to know you, and you know, that kind of thing. That would be wonderful. So yeah, we're moving on. We're moving on. The next chapter is about to begin. Thanks to all of you. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have had a wonderful evening, a fun evening. I've enjoyed an evening off without having to play. It's been great fun just sitting here and watching and listening to all this wonderful music here. I've been listening to it for the last few days because I've been putting this together. It's been absolutely wonderful. And once again, congratulations to our 3 winners, Stephie, William and Charles. Congratulations for your performances. And of course, your performances entertained. And that's the whole point. It's all about entertaining the audience. Never forget that. Never, ever forget that. Yeah? Don't take your music too seriously. Always entertain. Always think of the audience. Don't think of yourself, always think of the audience. And you've all been doing that this evening. It's been absolutely wonderful. I have nothing more to say. It's late. It's been a few very late nights for me as well. I'm going to bed, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you very, very soon. I look forward to it. Congratulations to everybody for your performances this evening. Thank you for hanging around so late as well. For those of you in Europe, it is very late. Yeah, we'll be catching up on all the other stuff over the next few days. I've got a lot of catching up to do in the chat. I didn't really pay any attention to the chat apart from tonight over the last few nights. So I'll be going over that again, reading that. And I will be contacting all of you again very, very soon to say thank you. And look forward to meeting as many of you as possible over the next little while. We're arranging something, but more on that later. We're going to have a bit of a get-together later in the year for Gartshore Gang members who are in the area or can make it to the area. But more on that very, very soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful start to the new week. I look forward to hearing from you all, look forward to seeing you all. Here, winners, get in touch and we will sort these things out. Yes, great fun. Congratulations to all of you. You're all wonderful. We love you all. Take care. Night, night, and see you soon. Bye-bye.